Hello everyone, Zip here. I've got another review for you, this time the Tier 3 destroyer, British destroyer, the Campbeltown. This is actually one of my favorite ships in the game. Why? Because, well, not because it's got some guns. It has guns, 102mm, nothing really all that critical. They're weirdly placed. You've got one in the front and one on each side, which makes their field of fire kind of weird, but there's one AA gun, which is kind of weak too, but you know what? It's got really, really good torps. Torps are here, and they're fantastic, and these torps over here, also fantastic. You've got 6 torps in total, and these torps do 3,400 damage. Maximum damage is a little bit less than that in practice, but each torpedo, so you've got 10,000 damage per side. The reload on the guns is nothing special. Turn time is pretty awesome. The ship is small and maneuverable, which is great. The speed overall with the proper equipment is actually decent. I think she cruises about 37 knots. The way I've got her configured, I could get a little bit more on the elite bonus, but I've chosen to go with the torpedo damage for the elite bonus instead. We'll get to that. Here's the torps, 40-second reload on the torps, which is not bad at all. Supplies help with that, bring that down a little bit. And the torpedo tube traverse is fantastic as well, so no worries there. As I mentioned, the elite bonus, I've gone with the torpedo damage for the extra 3% damage, plus the 7% chance of flooding. This helps a lot, so I do recommend that. But going with the speed, that's not bad either. But I've tried both actually, and I do find the torpedo damage elite bonus is better. The camouflage, which actually came with the ship, boosts torpedo range and speed, which is fantastic, the traverse speed of the ship, and its surface detection. This is a ship which has good camo, and it really comes in handy as well to kind of walk into the fight when you need to, walk out of the fight when you need to, and pick and choose when you want to enter combat. I've got torpedo tube traverse on here, steering modification, and the speed boost. So I want to be as maneuverable as possible and get those torps on target as quickly as possible, because there's a lot of turning and burning with this ship. Reducing the surface detection a little bit, getting the torpedoes reloaded faster, that's important here, and getting the speed and traverse up again, so that takes care of the supplies. Overall, the Campbeltown is a very solidly spec'd ship. So moving into a battle here, I won't have to prove my point very hard here about how good this ship is. So getting started here, one of the things that I really like about this ship as well is the torpedo arcs are very wide. This way, although you've only got 3 per side, you can actually, with not much maneuvering, get them both firing towards the same target. I do like to use the narrow spread, at least to start. For weakened destroyers or fast-moving targets, sometimes I'll go to the wide spread, but typically I like the narrow spread on the torps. Just a quick demonstration of how quickly the rudder turns over. Very maneuverable ship. She's just a joy to drive. She's very responsive. This is a good ship. She's got the smoke generator. I think it's a little bit broken right now in a bad way. You can see here that I'm no longer detected, but if I was stationary in that smoke, half the time I find I'm getting detected within the smoke, which is not cool. Even when I'm not shooting and just sitting there, if I'm moving and trailing the smoke behind me, usually I find that it's concealing, but I think this is just a temporary thing. I think there's a bug here, and WG will adjust that in the future. You can see here the time it took me to turn around and get going in another direction is not very long at all. The gun traverse could be better. It's tempting to use equipment to modify that a little bit, but really the torpedoes are the business end of the ship, and I wouldn't want to take anything away from the torpedo capabilities. So here you can see that the traverse of the guns is so slow relative to the turning speed of the ship that it's really a challenge to get the guns on target sometimes, which can lead to some loss of kills of red ships, but the torpedoes more than make up for that. Again, the torpedoes are just simply wonderful at tier 3. When you're low tier in a tier 4 match, you're okay. Really, the ship can go toe-to-toe with any tier 4 and without breaking a sweat. It's just one of those premium ships that is just it's as if it's not a fully upgraded non-premium ship. So it's a solid entry if you're looking to own one seal clubbing type ship to go down to the low tiers into stress relief, just break a losing streak, or just, you know, club in the low tiers with new players. This is the ship to have, in my opinion. This is the best bang for the buck in a premium ship under tier 5. So tier 5 and up, I've got different opinions there, but I think there are better ships. But certainly below tier 5, this is the premium to own. It's just so much fun. I apologize. I should probably be describing more what I'm doing here, but I'm not really reviewing strategy or tactics here. I'm just talking about the ship, and really the actions in this battle speak for themselves. I debated whether or not I was going to include a second battle in this video. I really don't need to. I think the point is proven here, how great this ship is. I did include a second battle. The second battle, I'm not going to do any voiceover for it. You can watch it if you want, or you can stop the video there. It doesn't really matter. I've said my piece about this ship. She is totally worth buying if you have an opportunity to pick it up. Pick up the Campbeltown. Don't hesitate. You will enjoy it if you like the faster moving ships. If you're more of a battleship person, you like the slower moving ships, so you can get kind of an overview and think a few steps ahead. By all means, this ship may not be for you, but certainly if you like a little bit of fast-paced action from time to time, and you like being in the driver's seat for the battle overall as a whole, this is definitely a ship you want to pick up. Highly recommended. So I'm going to leave you off here, and the next battle I won't have any voiceover, but thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Battle starts.
Target spotted! Torpedo spotted! Enemy ship locked! hit! The situation is under control. We're hit! Enemy heavily damaged! Target locked. Enemy ship destroyed. Our team is about to win. We're under attack.